Always enjoy the breakdown from Steve Merrill from Wager Talk as he joins us each and every Thursday. So check out all the channels here at the Voice of College Football, all the team channels, and you get Steve's segments on the betting lines. And here we've got a struggling Miami team. They lost by 42 points at home against Florida State. They've got quarterback issues, injury issues all over the place. They go to Atlanta to take on Georgia Tech as a slight underdog, Steve.
Yeah, normally when a team's on an extended point spread losing streak like Miami is, they fail to cover, as you said, now 7 in a row here on the season. They're just 1-8 against the number. They've only covered once all season, and that was actually an FCS game where a lot of people don't even get a line. So they're 0-8 ATS against Division 1A opponents. Normally you start to get some value with those teams, right? And you would say, well, Georgia Tech being favored by 1.5, maybe they've over-adjusted that line. And if you look at my math simulation, you can make an argument they have, because my math simulation favors Georgia Tech by 0.5 point. So the line is 1 point too high based on my math simulation, my database, 10,000 runs, and that's the average win is going to be Georgia Tech by about 0.5 point. But do you really want to do anything with Miami right now? First of all, as you said, their offense is in a downfall spiral. They only put up 14 points despite having 4 overtimes in that win at Virginia a couple weeks ago. Only 3 points against Florida State at home last week in what's a rival game. If you don't get up for the Florida State game, are you going to really get up for the game at Georgia Tech the following week? So Miami is one of those teams you just can't touch. We talk about this in the financial markets. Don't try to catch a falling knife. Don't try to guess when a stock is bottoming. Don't try to guess when Bitcoin is bottoming, by the way. But Miami's the same way right now in the football betting markets. So the question is, can Georgia Tech do something? It does look like they're picking things up. They're off that nice win against Virginia Tech as a 4-point road dog, 28-27. Offensively, they're challenged as well. Definitely wouldn't talk anybody out of the under 44 in this game. It's a pretty low total, but really probably no other way to play it.
9-1 against the spread. Who does that? Well, Steve's done it in his under-the-radar selection that's exclusive on our Patreon. Go to patreon.com, search MarkRogersTV. We've got tons of benefits, including the Discord link where you talk college football 24/7, 365. But Steve's under-the-radar selection right there, 9-1 thus far this season. Steve, thanks so much.
Hey, thanks, Mark.